I can start. We're good. I'm gonna pause to allow hand cam to be set. Regardless, though, in case it's not clear, I'm back. Briefly, I am so glad to be back. In case it's not clear. Yeah. Things have changed. I've been really busy. But I'm here till next Saturday. Then I go back to school. It sucks. That's freshman year going for you. It's good. It's really busy. I am pre-health currently, so like keeping up with those requirements, and I think the general term I suppose uses a different term, like general education requirements. Like all that stuff plus what I'm doing outside of class just keeps me really busy. So you know, like keeping up with that takes up a lot of my time. Classes are hard. That's to be expected. But the people are great. They're my people. They're all nerdy and quirky and wonderful. So you're at Ithaca, right? How's that going? But as I was saying. So, anyways, we have Project Vortex, which I think is a new league or a renamed league. I'm not 100% sure. It is run by, I think, Draco's and a couple other guys. Yeah, Draco's jaw clicked as an admin, I know. If this is a matchup between Blessed and Dolo Gaming Lavish. I have seen Lavish some. I've watched some of their games. I obviously have been out of the scene for a minute, so I haven't really been able to cast one of their games. But regardless, I know Nico, I know Draco's, and I'm just happy to be here casting them. And then on the other side, you have Blessed. Blessed, I think, from my understanding, nearly beat Jaegerists, so that should give you an idea of their caliber. I know most of their players, Diatiro, Trey, Thor, Tracker, particularly the first three, all classic sort of old school players, although they might claim that they're washed, sort of the all-time greats, one might say. It'll be very interesting to watch how this unfolds for them. Given how they play, I have a feeling they're going to be a pretty standard sort of heroic style team, looking for really aggressive plays, looking for frags where they can. Big Al gonna be the first to fall at the hands of Kyrgios. A double kill from the Ash. He's already on site now, looking for a third potentially. Diatira will take one down. Omerta and Carnifex Nico looking for a quick double kill because of the Vector of Nico. Omerta gets one, trying to return fire, laying down some cover there. With the ult, it looks for another one to Kyrgios. Does take a bit of damage trying to press him in blue, but takes a lot of damage there. Tracker as well engaged in a gunfight. Omerta having to reload out of ammo. Takes a solid minute just to get everything set again. Kyrgios a bit banged up, sends out an Ash charge. Carnifex Nico takes a bit of damage now. Trying to play above this hatch now, trying to recover this site here. Pushing him, trying to look for this 2v1 now. Gets those pings, but unable to make anything happen. Kyrgios capitalizes on the crossfire. 3k from the Ash. Up to just Nico to try and make something happen here. Gets those hard pings. I think won't last very long, though. Yeah, one of those cameras already being taken out. You can hear it. Stands up, and Tracker shreds him. And very quick first round there for Blessed. It's going good. Classes this semester have been kind of boring, more than stressful. Senior year is going to be more fun. Well, I'm glad that junior year will be more fun. And I'm glad that I'm glad that it's going well. Didn't really talk about the bands. I'm going to talk about those, and we will speak about the past round. Monty band. Not my favorite. I honestly don't think it's even a good band. I don't know if Lavish is a team that has a Monty main, a Monty team, really. So I'm not entirely sure about that one. The Fenrir is understandable. I believe he's been nerfed a bit, if I am not mistaken. I might be wrong though. So not sure if that's exactly the best choice, but it's a very understandable one, seeing as Fenrir can be obviously very irritating. I'm personally not a fan of Fenrir bans. I don't think that he's that much of a threat, but it is certainly understandable to take him off the board just because of how those Death Knot mines can really just spell the end of your life and the end of any gunfight if you end up getting caught on one wall trying to focus. Ying ban, not huge on that one. I think Blessed has some Ying users, maybe Trey. Not certain. Can be a very aggressive and great tool when used properly. I do believe Blessed knows how to exploit Ying, so exploit in a good sense, not in like, use a glitch. And then the Solus ban, I'm not sure if Solus has been nerfed at all. I think so. In response to everything. But regardless, a great operator using that what is that, basically the defensive version of IQ. I can't remember the Specchio. There we go. I'm going through a reacquaintance really here, trying to get all my memories back. Trying to make something happen. Kyrgios gets one, but traded out by Big Al. They are able to get a bit of revenge onto the Ash. Has stopped in his tracks. Did, however, get a pretty noticeable frag onto that pulse of Shrimp Lord. We'll expand on that in a sec, but as I was saying very quickly, Solus, strong operator, both on site and more notably on the roam. She's mostly used as a roamer, so it makes sense that she'd be taken off the board. Big Al takes in, just exchanging some fire there, I believe, with Thor. No, actually, what's the Tiro gonna fall here, courtesy of Nico, able to catch him off guard from that crossfire sitting in bar. Trey's DBNO here might have fallen off the roof, I'm assuming so. Thor gonna roll around now. I think at this point, Big Al just fell back to oil, so does not need to worry about that in supply. Picks his teammate back up, and it's around not going as well as the last one. To talk about the very quickly. Obviously not able to make anything happen there, but seeing how a lot of this second floor is soft floor, having that pulse below with a C4 is, even though might not be able to get any kills off of that C4, certainly great to have that available as some intel on the spot, really. Omerta takes down Tracker, brings it up to just Trey. Diatiro has fallen, and Thor as well bit the dust, and this push has really just disintegrated here. I think main difference was just Big Al and Nico on the roam. They're able to really just put boots to rubber and make mincemeat of this push here from Blessed. Alright, so back to square one for these two teams. I think a big difference between last round and first run was just big play opportunities from these teams. Obviously, you know, big opportunity from Kyrgios, got the opening frag, as well as the fact that he was able to get, you know, on objective and get, I think, 2 kills. Really busted open the site for the rest of his team, and then obviously finished with 3. At the last round, wasn't really able to. I think ultimately was the opening death, which is often correlated with round win, round loss, is whichever team gets more opening frags. So not a great sign if you're trying to start off 2-0 if you get 1 opening kill and then 1 opening death. And then after that, they just really struggled against that roam there. I think they had attempted to sort of ignore it, just push around Khan, around Cash, you know, maybe get some Rafter action going. But they did not clear, even though they took the Pulse off the board, which was probably the biggest threat in terms of roam. I do not believe that they had any sort of flank watch on the board there, and they sort of chose to ignore the roam anyways, which ended up biting them in the ass when they sent, you know, individual players after the roam instead of actually trying to roam clear and work as a coordinated team to really just extinguish any opportunities for frags.
Attackers have located a bomb.
4v5 as Big Al will again get the opening pick here, this time onto Kyrgios, who's seemingly a bit stalled at this point. To see if something can emerge here. They've moved back to this basement, and again bringing this Pulse. Did not manage to make much of anything happen with the microwave scanner last time around, but looking to maybe make something more happen. Nitro gonna be ripped there, decides against it though after a breaching charge from Trey goes out. Trying to get some vertical going here. They've popped open this hatch courtesy of Thor with the X-Kairos, but have yet to really start working it. Obviously, Shrimp sitting there on kitchen hatch is going to be a bit of an issue for them as they look to start pressuring that side of the objective. But so far, making good pace. I mean, obviously, going to be a bit of an issue once they try and deal with this roam here. You know, Big Al all the way up top. They're down a player at this point. So that's going to be something that they need to watch out for. Big Al, I think, closing in here on a frag or potentially being pressured out. Diotiro's holding him there. Omerta takes down Trey. This is not how they want this to go. Distracted by the utility there from Ram. That unfortunately looks the wrong way. Gets caught in the back with the zeros, the IQ there. Quickly the 5.52, able to just put him to rest there. Another Ram Boogie gonna go out now. They're down still by 1, and they have a minute left on the board to make something happen. So not great in terms of, you know, cold hard facts, but not unrecoverable, we should say. And final Boogie Drone's gonna go out there from Tracker. They're just continuing to try and work this vertical. He'll drop into Moto, sends out the flash, just looking for a frag now. Nico will make one fall, takes down Diotiro, looks for a frag here. Onto the Wamaya Nuki. He'll be pushed out over. P12 puts him to rest. Thor, headshot with the bearing 9, takes down Shrimp. Nitro gonna be ripped there by Nico. Does not find anyone though. Thor, I think, exchanging fire a bit with Nico. Gonna play behind that Black Mirror. Needs to be cautious about this and realizing rotating around now. Does have flashes. Flash is gonna go out, actually be burned there. Nitro goes out, takes a bit of damage. I believe that was actually Omerta's Nitro. Yeah, tossed it through, looking for the frag, misses, realizes, prediction, and cleanup there for Lavish. Up now, 2-1. Another tough round there for Blast. Again, losing the opening frag. They had some difficulties with the with the roam. It seems as though they want to have their cake and eat it too, in terms of pushing the objective and trying to pressure the roamers, which you can't really do. I mean, we clearly saw it last round. They would have been at a 4v4, but Nico sitting on that Black Mirror in church was able to get another frag, keep them at a disadvantage by 1. So not great if you're blessed to just have that be happening. But
attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
so yeah, it's an issue that they need to address. They're having difficulty with the roam. It's interesting, especially because Jackal is available. So they shouldn't be having this much trouble with it. Trey takes a lot of damage now. He's actually down there. I think somebody might be looking to finish the job at this point. Not really able to find him, though, so likely we'll just get rezzed. Still sort of a scary opening here for them. Curios takes some damage, but able to stop Omerta and his tracks. Prevents anything from happening off the TCSG. Nitro goes out. Tracker takes down Anuki. Takes a bit of damage off of Tracker. Claymore, though, from Thor. Measure of revenge after taking a nick from the C4. Sends out a second one. Just able to catch him off of simply sloppy play. Diotira takes down Big Allen. Nico's the last one left here, pressuring up red. Kyrgios finishes him off for a flawless round here for Blessed. So, again, tying it up here. So far, seemingly an even match. I almost said evil match. An even match between these two. Better showing there. Really great showing from Blessed. The main difference was the fact that they were able to get the advantage and then press it. Obviously not great that one of their players got knocked early. Still we're able to stop Lavish from finishing, and then just really continue to pressure. Obviously, I think it's also a case of not only did they win, but also Lavish lost. I mean, having a player die to a Claymore in a drone hole is kind of embarrassing. It's just sloppy play. Wasting a lot of utility, not being able to win those gunfights, sort of throwing bodies around, and just not great for them. Really not ideal. So another bedroom gym hold here, actually from this defending team from Lavish. Diotiro takes down Nico for an early frag, able to stop that roamer in his tracks. Generally a good sign now for this attacking team that they've taken this lead, that they've shut down that roam, that troublesome aspect of this defense from Lavish. Really last time that they were here, did lose pretty handily. They got a decent push going, but the roam really tripped them up, I would say,
A bomb has been located.
as they tried to push across the top floor. Ultimately, we're in a 1v3 by the end, and just could not make anything happen. Castle here of Anuki might be in danger now. Selma going out. Gyuto's looking to pressure up bedroom stairs. Caught by the Volcan almost. Pardon me, the Goyo there. Trey takes down Anuki. So the castle's off the board now, trying to find another. Gets pokeballed, but Kyrio's able to finish off Shrimp Lord there. Thor looking to stick the plant. He will get it down. Big Al takes some damage. Nitro goes out. Will be down, so does not matter. Omerta, the last one left here, having to deal with basically the entirety of Bless. They're going to set off those Volcans left by Shrimp, locking him out for a solid minute here. He's going to have to try and make something happen. Swing in there is Trey. He'll finish him off with a pair of 308. And just a quick strike with precision there. He's able to put another round in the books for this attacking team. The onus now seems to be upon Lavish. Which is concerning if you're on Lavish. The roam has lost some effectiveness. I think I think what made it so effective early was just the fact that they were able to work off of crossfires and off of getting off of sort of the element of surprise. Right now, that's clearly not happening. They're just getting shut down very easily, which isn't the way they want this to work. If you are on,
5 seconds left.
if you're on the defending team. So obviously that was not a great way for them to start it. And then just they didn't really have any denial. I mean, I think they had a mute chamber DTR very quickly taken out there by Omerta as a roaming dog. Just makes mincemeat of the Jackal. And the only time that they decide to bring Jackal in this half, he is effectively useless. Interesting decision. And a bit ironic as well. I do wonder now if Lavish in the second half of this match are going to decide to feature Jackal pretty heavily, considering how aggressively Blessed plays. Regardless, though, just not really strong enough denial. Kyrios gets his head taken off by Omertas again. This dock here proving to be a difficult task for them to take down. Trey will pick off a Nuki. And not great that they're losing the Wamai so early. Probably didn't get enough of his utility down. Maybe got 2 or 3 of his magnets down. Thor as well as Tracker. Both of them going to end up eating one of Big Al's Capcan traps. One of those just boxes of nails there. And clearly has a noticeable effect on their health. EMP's going out. X-Kairos will fall onto that. Did eventually take down the... I think they were assuming that the Kaid had put an Electric Claw on that. He did not. I'm not sure why it took him half of the round to make that happen. Trey as well going to eat another Capcan, and yeah, he's being especially careful, considering now their entire team, everybody that's still alive, has at some point or another taken a Capcan to the kneecap. Not fun. So, but regardless, it's the quick strike ability of Blessed that makes them so dangerous. It seems as Big Al is going to finish off Tracker there. You know, last round, able to get that wall down. Admittedly, there's not much denial there for them. But, you know, the fact that they were capable, really, of getting that wall down quickly, pressuring and getting onto site that soon with the buck, I believe, of Trey. Triple kill from Omerta to take down Thor with a headshot. Trey picks off Shrimp. And again, a 1v2 situation here for Blessed. Very similar to last time. Trey with a 3K. Will drop, takes out Omerta. So only 1v2, but Big Al and Nico going to try and stop him. Not much time, does not have the diffuser either, so he's going to have to hunt for these kills. Nico, proning, picks him off. Round here for Lavish. Just lying in wait there. All he had to do was just simply hold. Found him, took him out. And 3-3. Back to square one, it seems. Essentially, just a ranked match at this point. I mean, between how these two teams are playing, I would say it's similar. In terms of, their play styles, but in terms of the length, yeah. Very clearly. Anyways. I digress. You know, clearly some power there in their ability to get a wall open, to get on site in short order. And we're not able to find it sometimes. We're able to very easily tap into it others. depending on the site, depending on the time of day, maybe. So
Attackers need to locate
we'll have to see how
and
this
defuse
goes.
bombs.
You know, the key questions as we enter the second half is just going to be can Blessed get their roam game going? You know, they're an aggressive team that loves to rely on frags and hard and fast pushes. If they can do the opposite of that on defense, if they can, you know, get that going very quickly, that will certainly benefit them.
10 seconds remaining.
On the other side, you know, big question here for
5 seconds.
Lavish is just how are they going to deal with that? Obviously, it's kind of a cop-out to just say how are they going to deal with the opposing team's tactics. I'm aware, and I'm just going to simply ask. You know, they had a pretty uneventful defensive half, so there's not much else. Yeah. I mean, just how well will they coordinate and make this happen?
Attackers located a bomb.
Shrimp picks up Curios there. Good way for them to open up this second half here. I think an impact can go out there. Does end up stopping the boogie, but still managed to get some down. No, I think the boogie might have just got stuck on a bit of wall there. I might be wrong though. I think another boogie drone going out now. Yup, X-Kairos going out. They're going to try and get this open. Impact's going out, able to stop some of these X-Kairos, but clearly I would say more impacts or more X-Kairos than impacts available. And Nico takes down Diatiro. Two-man advantage, very preferable here for this attacking team. And Nuki picks off Thor with a headshot. Tracker trying to get something going again. Pulling down the line on that blue side. Not really dealing with any pressure yet, but him and Trey as the Azami with those keeper barriers are going to try and make something happen. Still not very preferable for them at this point. They have no impacts left. They have no teammates left. They are at a severe man disadvantage. They really just need to make something happen. I think the biggest thing that's going to work in their favor here is time. That and the fact that Tracker is that Echo could potentially get a plant denial with the Yokai. And that's the last Tracker's the last one left. Trey will fall, and Nanuki finishes the job. A double kill from the IQ. Puts his team in the lead here. I think the first time actually in this match that we've seen Blessed lead, or Lavish leading. No, actually second time, pardon me.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Loading full magazine. Think of the magnet as your lucky charm. Magnet's ready. Wall secure. Have some time. Enjoy the view. Loading mag.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left.
Time to redecorate.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Attila is on. Magnet online. Blow it up.
Top floor holding out for Blessed.
My friend would say, time to bring some heat.
We'll have to see how this goes here. Pretty standard hold to look at it and compare it with what we've seen from Lavish. Interesting. I think this is the. Don't believe in the past that Lavish has put the Mira there. But alas, that will be blown into smithereens by that thermite charge. The brimstone of Omerta just gonna silence that.
Located by attackers.
I hope at least one of you appreciates the joke that I just kind of made.
I'm reloading.
Drone ready.
Reload.
Oh. Just realized I didn't have it on free cam tracker. Will fall. The hands of Omerta will be like the Mafia, silenced. I'm gonna now try and push forward. Camera there. Picked off. I think that's Thor now. Holding on the line on that red cash side. Does have that rotation there, but a bit of teamwork there from Anuki and from Nico as well, able to put him to rest. Pushing forward now towards this con side. I think Trey was holding that angle, but will rotate away now. Kyrios up to bat, looking for something here. Does certainly need at least a frag. Omerta with a double kill put out. Diatiro, Trey as well. 3K from Omerta, but Kyrios very quickly responds. Trades his teammate out. Still at a heavy man disadvantage here. I think this is the third time now in this match where we've seen a one situation for Blessed, and Anuki will act as that cleanup crew. Slides onto site, finds him, takes him out.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Bomb located by attackers.
Alright. Real important moment here
5 seconds left.
for Diatiro, for the rest of Blessed. They need to take a moment, take a breath, observe what the is going on, and fix it. Right now, they are getting their teeth smashed in, courtesy of Shrimp Lord, and especially Omerta. Props to Omerta for breaking double digits. He's the first player in the lobby to do that. But right now, yeah, they're kind of getting left in the dust. There's a 3-round rally that they're on the receiving end of, and mind you, that's across. That's actually across sides. So it's not as though they switched sides and then suddenly went off. It's that they were going off and then they switched sides and they still went off, which is a problem here. I think a prep nitro there from Kyrios is ready. Has that almost said M590, but actually it's the M10 here. Continually being a real pain for them here. Trying to roll around, make something happen. Just spotting one, trying to make something happen, and Nuki takes a bit of damage. They're certainly having troubles with him, setting out an X-Kairos. I think they got the hatch open. He's going to try and roll up main stairs here, look for an early kill. It's the Kaid of Diatiro. Why are you roaming? Looking for something, but, I mean, you're a chunky guy. You're going to be pretty darn loud. Nitro goes out, goes force the Jackal there with Nico to back up. Nico's pretty banged up, though, so needs to be really careful. Does not catch him proning and has to pay with his life. Anuki's also very low here. He's trying to push this central side, towards kitchen. And Diatiro is going to be a pretty big issue there. He's just going to sit red dot trained towards that bar side, waiting for something to materialize. Trey takes a bit of damage off of that. I believe the pulse is down there. Yeah, just beacon him, trying to tempt him, really. Diatiro picks off Anuki. I think that was that was to be expected. Let's be honest. Minute left, and tides have seemingly turned here for this for this defending team, at least in this round. A very important round, I would say, considering they're down 3-5, so they'd be one loss and they'd be at a match point. America takes the head off of DTR, looks for a second, potentially a minute left in this round, trying to just make a play happen, you know. At a point, and Curios blocks him. M10 puts him to sleep. Just shredded there. Swiss cheese. Courtesy of Curios. Looks for another with the little pistol. Why are you engaging Shrimp Lord? Shrimp Lord has a 1.5 and the R4C. He takes the head off of Tracker. You're gonna reload, and you have a shotgun. My friend, you should be sitting there. I mean, and that's what he's doing. I was seriously concerned there, which I shouldn't be. That Curios was going to try and push him with the M1014, which is not how you should be doing this. Shrimp's going to push forward, look to get this diffuser, look to make something happen. Flash is going out. He has no time. Curios just, again, just gets it going. Not much else to say in that sense. Just great work from him from the beginning to the end. You know, really being a pain for them on that kitchen push, which I think was the linchpin of the attempt, at least, from Lavish to push. So the fact that they weren't able to get control of that, I think really stunted them. That, and again, the roam game coming to life was the other key moment there. Is, you know, Diatiro getting frags, obviously off-site. You know, the pulse there of Curios getting frags, just really stopping the push there from Lavish, which is kind of an issue.
Bomb located by attackers.
Activated. Magazine. Mag change. Barrier formed. Tiba deployed.
10 seconds left.
All right.
5 seconds remaining.
But as I was trying to say, and as I failed to articulate, that was an important round. This is, again, an important round. Last round, it was very important for, I would say, for both teams, particularly for the defending team, though, because if they lost that, they'd be facing 3-6 match point, which is never fun to be that far down in a hole. This point, more so important for both sides. I mean, it's 5-4 here, so, you know, if Shrimp and the rest of this attacking team, if Lavish, they can get around here, they put themselves at match point, which is very preferable. If they lose, or rather, if Diatiro, who just died at the hands of Nico, and what remains of Lest can pick up a win here, they put it at 5-5, which, you know, obviously means that they've fought themselves back out from that rally, from that hole. Managed to really capitalize on that. Merta takes down Thor, and would bring up a pretty important round. Double kill from Curios there, takes down Merta and Nico. Might be looking for a third here, getting a bit greedy, possibly. No one able to punish him, really. I think Shrimp Lord, Hanuki, the supports here for this team, trying to recover here, swinging. Curios takes his head off. Just trying to peek this with a 9x19. Not finding anybody. Big Al, Nuki, certainly spooked. Half the round is gone. More than half of their team is gone. They went from being at a man advantage to a man disadvantage. So, do need to be real careful about this.
Changing mags.
I'll try and drone this out, and Nuki applying a bit of pressure on this cash side. Unable to break through, really. They don't have any hard breach left. Big Al, quad kill from Curios. Picks him off, and Trey will finish the job. But really, I think Lavish ultimately push got stopped before what he was even able to start. And now
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Deploying ATS. Reloading. Cover me. Reinforcing wall.
You can stop worrying about grenades.
Wall fortifications upgraded. Magnet deployed. Perimeter defense active. Laying carpenter on that wall. Changing mags.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Loading new mag.
5 seconds left.
Impact out. Device activated.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Set device. Magnet online. Barrier active.
4v5. Curios falls. A pretty key loss there, actually. Cornifex takes his head off. Mainly because he's at, what, 15 kills? I almost said 18. But he's on pace with Omerta all of a sudden, and he's been the real driver for their recent success. I think Shrimp Lord trying to map trick this here. Need to be mindful of the fact that Thor is sitting there looking for a trick to happen here. Impact's going out now from the Vigil of Diatiro. Diatiro going to use that SMG-12 to full effect. Picks off Al, puts his team back at even. Looking for another one here with the Boss G able to take down Nico. Holy! Oh my god. Precision strikes. Really just targeting those weak points there. Trey with a headshot onto Omerta. Nitro goes out to make a... That should tell you something. They didn't have any shotguns. They didn't have any impacts. At least none left. That they had to use a Nitro to make that rotation there on red. Which is concerning. But the wall is now open. It did take them a minute, but they were able to, I think, put a brimstone charge to it and pop that open. Shrimp Lord looking for something here. Nuki trying to join him. Droning for one. Pushing forward. Takes some damage, but Diatiro will fall now. Headshot takes the Vigil out of the equation. But a minute left here. Thor, vigilant, watching red stairs. Maybe eyeing potentially a Nuki deciding to push up that Shrimp. On that plat wall. Repel looking for somebody on Rafter side. I think almost spots him. Falls off, so... I think he's eyeing this pick here on a tracker who's hiding behind all this utility, you know, default cameras, ADSs, and these multiple Kiva barriers that he's set up. So, gonna certainly make it a bit harder for him to be fragged out. Anuki trying to maybe assist his teammate here. Shots being fired. Trey takes some damage down. Shrimp Lord finishes him off. Double, pardon me. For Trey, looking for a third, potentially is Anuki. He's gonna try and push forward now. Exchanging shots here with Tracker. Getting a bit antsy, looking for something to happen. Double kill for Anuki. Now knows where he's at. Sends out another Kiva barrier. I think trying to shut off some of his exit routes. Here is Anuki trying to assess his options. He doesn't have the diffuser. He does not have any utility, really. Doesn't have a whole lot of health, and has a 1v2 in front of him on the objective. Does not spot Tracker, however. And for that mistake, for that blunder, does have to pay with his life. Checkmate there, really, for this round in favor of Blessed. Now, match point here for them, and pretty admirable comeback, I'd say, considering they were at one point down 3-5. They've managed to actually respond with their own 3-round rally, and now eyeing the finishing blow.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Swapping mag! Keep it secured! All secured! Changing mag! Door reinforced!
10 seconds to go.
All set to jam the meridian.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Artillery is active.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Secured the wall! Reloading! Reload!
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Swapping! Entry point secured. Let me have a look at you, couple.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Pretty. Needle set. Reloading! We're protected. Get ready! Reloading! Shot drone go live! Dropping AMP grenade! All set to power up. Knock knock!
Bomb located by attackers.
Nitro set! Reloading! Setting recharge! Loading the magazine! Needles out! Keep our barrier up. Lights out!
Attackers bomb diffuser has been dropped. 15 seconds left.
Let's jam the meridian.
Sorry. Oop.
10 seconds to go.
Low on time. Nico looking for one here. 1v2 situation, and ultimately clock's gonna run out, and it'll be a win here for Blessed. What a comeback from 3-5 to 7-5. 4-round rally puts, fortunately for Lavish, puts them to rest. Blessed 7-5 over them. 15-8. 9-6, 9-6, 7-10, 4-8, 16-9, 8-9, 9-7, 2-11, 3-8. Omerta with a great performance at 16-9, unfortunately unable to put his team over the top there.